श्री जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा महारानी की, श्री सिंहथाय गौर सुंदर की, लॉर्ड नृसिंहदेव भगवान की, श्री पंच तत्व की, श्रील प्रभुपाद की। जय जय गोराचंदे अरति को शोभा। जय जय गोराचंदे अरति को शोभा। Everyone sing loudly. जानन्वितातवाने जगमनलोभा। जानन्वितातवाने जगमनलोभा। दक्षिण दे चाचान पमे गररारा। दक्षिण दे चाचान पमे गरगारा। निकाते अर्वेदसिनी वस छत्रधारानि ते निकाते अर्वेदसिनी वस छत्रधारानि ते वो से अचे गोरचांद रत्ना सिमसान। पोसे अच्छे गोरचांद रत्ना सिमसान। आरती कोरे ना ब्रह्मा आदिदेव गाने। आरती कोरे ना ब्रह्मा आदिदेव गाने। नरहरि आदि कोरे चमरा दुलाया। नरहरि आदि कोरे चमरा दुलाया। Gaya Sanjaya Mukunda Vasu Goshadi Gaya Sanka Paje Ganta Baje Baje Karatala Sanka baje ganta baje baje karatala baje ganta baje madhura maradanga baje paramara sala Sanka baje ganda baje madhur 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 baje Sanka baje ganda baje madhur 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 baje Madhur, madhur, madhur baje Madhur, madhur, madhur baje Jaya Gauranitai, Gauranitai Gauranitai, Jaya Gauranitai Jaya Gauranitai, Jaya Gauranitai Gauranitai, Jaya Gauranitai Babu Koti Chandrajini Vadana Ujvala Babu Koti Chandrajini Vadana Ujvala Koti Gala dese bana mala Kore jhalmala Adese bana mala Seva sukha naradha preme gararadha sukha Bhakti vinoda deke Gora sampada Bhakti vinoda deke Gorange arati ko soba Jagat jana man loba Gorange arati ko soba Jagat jana man loba Ge arati ko soba Jagat jana man loba जग जन मन लोभा जय गौर हरे जय गौर हरे गौर हरे जय गौर हरे हरे गौर हरे जय गौर हरे जय गौर हरे गौर हरे जय गौर हरे हरे गौर हरे नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांता स्वामी निति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी वसतार से तारिणे सरस्वती देवे प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा कृष्ण श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा हे कृष्ण नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत शिवासादि जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा हे कृष्ण चैतन्य गौर श्री अद्वैत जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा हे कृष्ण चैतन्य Everyone clap. Shri Advaita Gadadhara Sivasadi. Oh. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Gadadhara Sivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hey Krishna Chaitanya Nityananda Gadadhari Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Sivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Chaitanya Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Can you put it slightly up the volume? Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Jaya Jagannath Swami, Jaya Jagannath, Jaya Baladeva, Jaya Subhadra. Jaya Jagannath Swami, Jaya Jagannath, Jaya Baladeva, Jaya Subhadra. Jaya Jagannath Swami, Jaya Jagannath, Jaya Baladev, Jaya Subhadra. Jaya Jagannath, Jaya Jagannath, Jaya Baladeva, Jaya Subhadra. Jagannath Swami, Nayana Patagami, Bhava Tume. Napatagami. Jaya Radhe Sham, Radhe Sham, Jaya Radhe Sham. Jaya Radhe Sham, Radhe Sham, Jaya Radhe Sham, Sham. Jaya Nityananda Ram, Nityananda Ram, Nityananda Ram, Jaya Nityananda Ram, Nityananda Ram, Nanda Ram. Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Prabhupada. Jayam Vishnu Paramahamsa Prabhuji Acharya Sata Sri Srimad. His Divine Grace abides at Anarabinda Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki. ISKCON Samstapaka Acharya Srila Prabhupada ki. BBD Founder Srila Prabhupada ki. Jayam Vishnu Paramahamsa Prabhuji Acharya Sata Sri Srimad. His Divine Grace Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Mat Srila Prabhupada ki. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrindi ki. Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur ki. Prem Shri Gaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrindi ki. Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopakapinath Shamakund Radhakund Giriraj Govardhan ki. Shri Vrindavan Dham ki. Shri Nilachal Jagannath Puri Dham ki. Shri Navadip Mayapur Dham ki. Ganga Mai ki, Jamuna Mai ki, Tulsi Devi ki, Bhakti Devi ki, Samaveda Bhakta Vrinda ki, the Lordship Shri Jagannath Baladev Subhadra Maharani ki, the Lordship Shri Nidai Gaura Sundar ki, Shri Radha Shama Sundar ki, Shri Radha Radhanath ki, Shri Gauranga Mahaprabhu ki, Shri Giriraj Govardhan ki, the most auspicious day of the appearance of Srimati Radharani ki, Shri Radharani ki jai. Radharani's appearance day Maha Motsava ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Nitai Gopramanande. All glories to assembled devotees. All glories to assembled devotees. All glories to assembled devotees. All glories to Shri Guru and Gauranga. All glories to Srila Prabhupada.
Nrsingadev Bhagavan ki. Namaste Narsingaya. Namaste Narsingaya. Praladadaine. Praladadaine. Hiranyakashipurvakshaha. Hiranyakashipurvakshaha. Shilatankanakalaye. Shilatankanakalaye. Ito nishinga parato nishingo. Ito nishinga parato nishingo. Yato yato yamitato nishinga. Yato yato yamitato nishinga. Pae nishingo ridahe nishingo. Pahe nishingo ridahe nishingo. Nishingamadim saranam prapade. Nishingamadim saranam prapade. Tava karakamala naka arputa shringam. Tarita hiranyakashipur. Avadita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadisa Hare Jai Jagadisa Hare Jai Jagadisa Hare Tavakara Kamalavare Nakam Arpuja Shringam Dalita Hiranyakashipur Tanu Bringam Keshavajita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadisa Hare Jai Jagadisa Hare Jai Jagadisa Hare Jaya Nishingadev, Jaya Nishingadev, Jaya Nishingadev, Jaya Nishingadev. Jaya Nishingadev, Jaya Nishingadev, Jaya Nishingadev, Jaya Nishingadev. Jaya Lakshmi Nishinga, Jaya Lakshmi Nishinga, Lakshmi Nishinga, Jaya Lakshmi Nishinga. Jaya Lakshmi Nishinga, Jaya Lakshmi Nishinga, Lakshmi Nishinga, Jaya Lakshmi Nishinga. Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj. Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Prabhupada. जय नृसिंहदेव भगवान की।
Hare Krishna. Wow. Welcome to our Radhastami program. I apologize in advance for all my shortcomings, so you have to forgive me. But I couldn't get any sannyasis to come today, actually. So if you see them, you can fight with them. So I thought we'll sing one song first. But it requires all of you to sing, not just few of you, actually. So while we do that, I want to say thank you to these Matajis, Janava Mataji and a team of devotees that have helped to put on this wonderful display of cakes. And thank you to all of you that have made and sponsored these cakes or get the restaurant to bake on your behalf if you couldn't do it yourself. So we really appreciate it, actually. I think you can give yourself a round of applause. They do look stunning, right? Yes or no? You won't say yes for your own cakes? Boy, it's crazy, actually. So the cakes good or not? You had a look at them? You're waiting to eat them? So we'll eat it just now. But what we're going to do is that whatever cakes on the altar, plus whatever they have there, which they just offer to the deities of Radha Shyamasundar now, we will put them in containers, pack them up for you while we're speaking, and then you can take that with you and go home and have a nice cup of tea or coffee and some cake, actually. Sound like a plan? Just those of you that are diabetic, please don't eat it tonight. You can have it tomorrow morning, it'll be okay, actually. So this song, it's on the screen. You can see it. You know the song? How many of you know the song? Nobody? Put your hand up. How many of you sung it before? Okay. So I'll read the translation and then we'll sing, actually. It says, O Radha, O beloved of Madhava, O you who are worshipped by all the young girls of Gokul, all glories unto you, all glories unto you. You who dress yourself in such a way as to increase Lord Damodar's love and attachment to you. O Queen of Vrindavan, which is the pleasure groves of Lord Hari. O new moon that has risen from the ocean of King Vrishabhanu. O friend of Lalita, O you who make Vishaka loyal to you due to your wonderful qualities of friendliness, kindness, and faithfulness to Krishna. O you who are full of compassion, O you whose divine characteristics are described by the great sages Sanak and Sanata. O Radha, please be merciful to me. So you think the song is okay? I have a more difficult song if you want. You up for the challenge? You want the more difficult song? This is okay. Okay, I'm disappointed actually. I like the more difficult song. Okay, who's playing Mudanga and Katels? Anyone else playing Katels? Radhe Jayo Jayo Madhava Daite 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 Gokula Taruni Mandala Mahite Gokula Taruni Mandala Mahite Gokula Taruni Mandala Mahite Gokula Taruni Mandala Mahite Radhe Jayo Jayo Madhava Daite O Radhe Jayo Jayo Madhava Daite Radhe Jayo Te Radhe Jayo Jayo Madhava Dai Damodara Rati Vadana Veshe Hari Niskuta Vrinda Vipineshe Damodara Rati Vadana Veshe Hari Niskuta Vrinda Vipineshe Damodara Rati Vadana Veshe Hari Niskuta Vrinda Vipineshe Damodara Rati Hari Niskuta Vrinda Vipineshe Ho Radhe Jayo Jayo Madhava Dai He Radhe Jayo Jayo Madhava Dai Ho Radhe Jayo Jayo Madhava Dai He Radhe Jayo Jayo Madhava Dai Vrishabhanudhari Navashashi Lekhe Lalita Saki Guna Ramita Vishakhe 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 Radhe Jayo Jayo Madhava Dai Radhe Jayo Jayo Madhava Dai Ho Radhe Jayo Jayo Madhava Dai Radhe Jayo Jayo Madhava Dai Karunu Karumai Karuna Barite Sanaka Sanatanavani Charite Karuna Karumai Karuna Barite Karunam Karumai Karuna Barite Sanaka Sanatanavani Charite Karuna Karumai Karuna Barite Sanaka Sanatanavani Charite Radhe Jayo Jayo Madhava Dai Radhe Jayo Jayo Madhava Ho Radhe Jayo Jayo Madhava Dai Ho Radhe Jayo Jayo Madhava Dai Ho Radhe Jayo Jayo Madhava Dai Radhe Jayo Jayo Madhava Jayo Radhe Jayo Radhe Jayo Radhe Jayo Shri Radhe Jayo Radhe Jayo Radhe Jayo Radhe Jayo Shri Radhe Jayo Radhe Jayo Radhe Jayo Radhe Jayo Shri Radhe Radhe Jayo Radhe Jayo Radhe Jayo Shri Radhe Radhe Jayo Radhe Jayo Radhe Jayo Shri Radhe Jayo Radhe Jayo Radhe Jayo Radhe Jayo Shri Radhe Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jaya Prabhupada Nittai Go Haribo 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 Nittai Gaura Haribo Nittai Gaura Haribo 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 Srimati Radharani ki, Shri Radha Astami Mahamotsava ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, Nitai Gopramanande. So now I want to tell Ram Gopal to put a more difficult song on the screen actually. So now that you got your vocal cords all warmed up, we can try and sing that one. Is it okay? No? Yes or no? Let's see Ram Gopal, put it up first actually, then you'll see whether you want to sing the song. Ram Gopal Prabhu? The Radha Astakam. That one says Kumkuma ko kanchana po garbo hari gorava. That one. Pitanan chitai korantu itinindi shodava. Too hard for you. Okay, we will see. Om Namo. Okay, this is from CC. Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gora Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gora Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gora Bhakta Vrinda. So this is from Chaitanya Charitamrita, Adi Leela chapter 1 verse number 6 actually. This is. Okay, so anyway. Shri Radhaya Pranaya Mahima Kidesho Vayana Eva Swadayo Yena Adbhuta Madhurama Kideshava Madhya Sokanyam Chasya Mad Anubhavata Khitram Vetalobhat Tad Bhavadya Sam Agyani Sachigava Sindho Harinodo. The purport or the translation of that verse says, desiring to understand the glory of Radharani's love, the wonderful qualities in him that she alone relishes through her love, and the happiness she feels when she realizes the sweetness of his love, the Supreme Lord Hari, richly endowed with her emotions, appeared from the womb of Srimati Sachidevi as the moon appeared from the ocean. Om Jnanatimrandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshuramilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhistam Stapitam Jena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandehang Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatham Vitam Tam Sajivam Satvaitam Sadvadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakha Vitamscha. He Krishna Karana Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sutadevi Pranamami Hari Priya Vanchukalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhu Evacha Patitanam Bhavinibhyo Vaishnavabhyo Namo Namaha. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Mukam karoti vachalam pangam laiti girim Yat kripatamaham vande Shri Guru Dina Tarinam. So, I promise that I won't take long. I'll try not to hold all of you up. So this thing, again, I'll just read the translation of this verse. It says, desiring to understand the glory of Radharani's love, the wonderful qualities in him that she alone relishes through her love, and the happiness she feels when he realizes the sweetness of his love, the Supreme Lord Hari, richly endowed with their emotions, appeared from the womb of Srimati Sachi Devi as a moon appeared from the ocean. So, we are very fortunate in this International Society for Krishna Consciousness for a few reasons, or many reasons, but one of them that's very interesting is that we are worshippers of who? Anyone? Who do we worship actually? Krishna. But people that worship Krishnas are called Karshanas. The Vaishnavas, who do they worship? Vishnu. So who do we worship then again? Actually? Krishna. What are we called? A little bit more specific than Vaishnavas actually. What are we known as actually? Huh? Yeah, we Gaudiyas actually. And Gaudiyas worship? No, Srimati Radharani. But through Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, actually, like that it is. So therefore we are called Gaudiya Vaishnava, like that it is. So we coming from that Sampradaya where Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared. But Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared for one very simple reason actually. So I think I've sung the song so many times, I think many of you may know it. But remember, there was one song that we like to sing. Let me see if I can find it quickly for you. No, not the... So remember this, there's a song called Yadi Gaurana Hoita. Anybody remember that song? No? Anybody remember the song? Yes or no? So it says, Jadi Gaurana Hoito, Tabiki Hoito, Kamane Dori Tamde. Then the next line is very important. It says, Radha Mohima, Premarasa Sima, Jagata Janata Te. So if you read the translation for the song, if Lord Gaura had not appeared as a Yuga avatar in the age of Kali, then what would have become of us? How would we have tolerated living? Who in this universe would have ever learned about the topmost limits of loving mellows that comprise the glory of Shri Radha? So this was this Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu coming. And remember, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was the only person that introduced the worship of Srimati Radharani. So in other sampradayas, or even before Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, if you go back to the days of Vrindavan, you will find that the temples of Madan Mohan, how many of you went Madan Mohan temple? So you saw in DD of Radharani there now? This came after Lord Chaitanya. Govindaji was standing alone, and then Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came and said, can't stand alone, has to be Radha Govinda. Gopinath, same thing, became Radha Gopinath, like that it is actually. Only in Radha Raman, you will find one deity like that it is, isn't it? But what's the name of the deity? Radha Raman. So Radharani is included automatically. Right? So Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he taught this message, or he brought this message of, you can't worship Krishna alone, actually. Krishna has to be worshipped with his energy. His energy is more important than he is, actually, like that it is, actually. So, therefore, Srimati Radharani has this wonderful position that by her mercy, so many things can happen, actually. By her mercy, just remember, Krishna, he plays his flute, right? And he captures everybody's heart. Bhakti Chaitanya Maharaj this morning was giving a class where he's saying the gopis would leave their houses with the kajar on one eye, and the skirt would be on the top, and the blouse would be at the bottom, and they'll mix all their clothes up, and they'll leave their parents, leave their children, drop the cooking, do whatever the case may be, and run to go meet Krishna, like it is actually. But Krishna is captured by Srimati Radharani. So there's a verse There's a verse in the Bhagavatam, this is actually, it says here, it says, Se Gop Gana Madhya Uttama Radhika, Rup Gun Sobhagya Prema Sarva Adhika. This in English it means, among the gopis, Srimati Radharani is the foremost. She surpasses all in beauty, in good qualities, in good fortune, and above all, in love. That's how simple it is actually. Because of her love, she manages to capture and to control Krishna like that it is actually. Now you may think, how is it possible that God can be controlled actually? But God also has feelings actually. He has emotions. So Krishna wanted to experience this mellow of love, and therefore the manifestation of Srimati Radharani actually like that is. But this is not all. There's like many pastimes of how Krishna is trying to prove that Srimati Radharani is the greatest personality in Vrindavan, how she's better than everybody else, like it is. How through different pastimes he illustrates how, like how he smashed the pride of Indra, he smashed the pride of Brahma, but simultaneously he created pastimes just to highlight and glorify Srimati Radharani, like that it is actually. One such pastime, so in every family, even in Vedic times, they have a priest, like that. So the priest gave mantra, and Krishna was asked to meditate on this mantra, because Krishna is chanting also. It's not like he's not chanting, right? Krishna has to chant. Bhagavad Gita says that whatever great men perform, common men follow, right? So Krishna has to set the standard like that. So Mother Yashoda told him, you go sit down and you chant. So Krishna was trying to chant on the mantra that he was given, but it wasn't working so much actually like that. So he was sitting and he was trying to chant and he was trying to chant. And then Purnamasi realized that this Krishna is not going to manage to do this. So she sent one of the parrots like that it is. Vrindadevi's parrots came and it was telling the story of Dhara and Drona like that it is. And in that story, the parrot missed the word Dhara and he said Radha. The minute Krishna heard Radha, Krishna started chanting Radha, 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 Radha. And he became so ecstatic that he was just sitting completely immersed in chanting. Now for those of you who have children like this here, you'll know to keep them quiet for 5 minutes is a yagya actually, It's an extreme austerity like that it is. Now Mother Yashoda, she was looking at Krishna before the parrot came and she was seeing this fellow is fidgeting, he's not paying attention, he's not chanting, he's not... You know how children do when they have the beads in their hand? I'm chanting, I'm chanting, but nothing is happening. You know nothing is happening, but you can't argue the point actually. So Krishna was like that, and Mother Yashoda was watching him while she was in the kitchen. But the minute he heard the name of Radha, Krishna sat like that for hours actually, absorbed in the name of Srimati Radharani. Just very simple name, just Radha, and Krishna was completely immersed like that it is. Now I was giving the example of how Krishna wants to show how Srimati Radharani is like a personality above everybody else in Sri Vrindavan Dham, and how he places her at the topmost like that. So Purushottam Swami, many of you may or may not have him, Bhakti Purushottam Maharaj from Mayapur. He's a disciple of Jai Pataksa Swami. He wrote this book on Srimati Radharani. And one of the stories he says in this book is that once Krishna Krishna and Radharani was speaking, and Krishna was telling her, no, I want to prove that you're the best person, you're even better than Mother Yashoda actually. So Radharani was telling him, how can I be better than your mom, your Mother Yashoda? Yashoda is such a transcendental personality, and she loves you beyond measure, and you love her beyond measure. So it's not possible, for you to show that. Krishna said, no, don't worry, I'll show you. So Krishna started dancing with the gopis, and then Mother Yashoda came, and she caught them dancing, and she's like, what are you doing here? Why are you all interrupting my son? The whole day he's herding calves and cows, and now he comes home, and then you'll take him dancing every night like this. He's tired. So then the gopis didn't know what to do, and then Krishna, he looked at Radharani, and Radharani understood. So Radharani told him, Maya, your Krishna is at home. He's sleeping. This is a different Krishna, actually. So Yashoda Maya was thinking, okay, Radhika won't lie to me, so maybe Krishna is at home, actually. There was a long conversation, but I'm cutting it short because of time. So he said, maybe Radharani won't lie, so let me go check. So she went home, and yes, Krishna was sleeping. So she came back and said, how is this possible? Both these Krishnas, they have the same name, they look the same, they talk the same, they walk the same, everything is the same about them. So how can you say this is different like that it is? So they were saying, no, this Krishna is better. So Radharani and Mother Yashoda were saying why Hare Krishna is better, and Radharani is saying why Hare Krishna is better. So then Mother Yashoda had an idea, said, let's bring both Krishnas together. Let them dance, and in this way, they'll put on a very great performance for everybody like that it is actually. Then Radharani is saying, okay, if you put both Krishnas together, how will we know whose is your Krishna and which is my Krishna? How will we know? Then Mother Yashoda said, no, we don't know. You'll have to figure this out. So Radharani said, okay, let's do this. I'll put one chandan dot on his forehead, so you know which is my Krishna. So they did that. So they took this Krishna, went to the other Krishna, woke him up from bed, and they both started dancing like that it is. And at one point in time, both Krishnas merged. They actually became one Krishna like that it is actually. And then Mother Yashoda is saying, no, I want my Krishna back. Radharani is saying, I don't know, this is my Krishna because see, he got the gopi chandan on his head. So I don't know where your Krishna went with. Mother Yashoda says, no, you must have did something. Mata, we here with you. There's a wall right around the courtyard. How can we have done anything? You know, you were here all the time. So what could we have done actually like that it is? So Mother Yashoda is crying. Mother Yashoda is saying, no, I'm going to leave my body now actually. I can't stay without Krishna. I'll die actually. I'll leave my body. I'll give up my life right now like that it is. So Radharani is getting worried and she's looking at Krishna, and Krishna is acting like very quiet and coy about the whole thing, so he doesn't say anything. And then eventually Mother Yashoda collapsed. She fainted actually like that it is, you know. And then just before she fainted, she told Radharani, you know, I'm begging you, you know, I'll hold your lotus feet like that. I'll grab you by the feet. Just give my Krishna back actually like that it is, you know. And with saying that, she fainted. So then Krishna indicated to Srimati Radharani that she should chant Krishna's name in Mother Yashoda's ear. So she chanted, and Mother Yashoda opened her eyes. And she started crying, lamenting, I want my Krishna, I want my Krishna. And Radharani doesn't know what to do. And then Mother Yashoda telling, you know, please, I'm falling at your feet. I'm begging you. You know, I'll hold your feet. I'll touch your feet. You know, all these things she's telling Srimati Radharani like that it is actually. Just give my Krishna back actually like that it is. And then Radharani was feeling really guilty, so she looked at Krishna, and Krishna just like sort of gave an indications. So then Radharani told him, you know, Maya, this is my Krishna. Your Krishna is sleeping in the room actually. So Mother Yashoda went and she saw actually. And yes, Krishna was sleeping there actually. So Krishna was making the point that Radharani is even greater than Mother Yashoda like that it is actually. Because of her love for him actually. So in that way, it was really amazing, you know, like just to see how these pastimes unfold actually. And then in terms of like, at one time, you all heard this story before, Bhakti Jitanima said this so many times. One day, Abhimanyu was going to go on some business like that it is. So he went, he told his mother, Ma, I'm going, I'll come back in a few days. And he went away, and then after a little while, Abhimanyu came back. But it wasn't Abhimanyu, it was Krishna actually. You know, disguised or, you know, replicating Abhimanyu like it is. So mother asked him why he came back. No, I was missing you so much, so I decided not to go. I'll postpone the trip for some other time actually. Okay, no problem. Okay, you go in the room and take rest actually, you know. So Krishna went in the room, and Srimati Radharani were in the room like that. And then the real Abhimanyu came actually. So then, like first, you know, Chotila was beating him up with his shoes and a broom and giving him hiding and saying, no, you're not my son, you're alive. Then she realized, oh, this is my son actually. So that other one person can't be my son, he must be Krishna. So she rushed to the room to try and catch Krishna with Srimati Radharani. But Krishna, he heard the commotion already, so he jumped out the window like that it is, you know. And as he ran away, Chotila couldn't catch him like that it is. But then he had left his flute behind on the bed actually. So then she was like, got you. I have proof now, you know, like that it is actually. So she started making a big thing with Srimati Radharani that, okay, you know, you're cheating on your husband, you're having this rascal Krishna coming here and things like that. And Radharani was crying, and then, you know how Indian villages are, if even our areas, if all the neighbors start to come out too, you know. So they all came out, and they're like, what's going on? And then Purnamasi came, and they told Purnamasi what happened. And Purnamasi was inquiring, why is Radhika crying? She said, no, this is what happened. And then Purnamasi started laughing. So Purnamasi started laughing, and then like Chotila is like, why are you laughing? This is a serious business, you know, you shouldn't laugh actually. Then Purnamasi said, didn't you know, last night it was raining flutes actually. Let's go to your room, Chotila. And she found like 6 flutes there actually. Then Chotila, your room, there were like 1 dozen flutes over there again. So he said, everywhere in Vrindavan it was raining flutes, so what are you making a big thing about it, you know? But still Radharani was feeling in her heart that, people will think badly of her, her reputation will get damaged, like it is. And better she leave her body, give up her life, like it is actually. So Krishna, he was at home with Mother Yasoda, and he could understand that this is what Radhika is thinking. And he immediately, he fainted in Mother Yasoda's arms completely. He went completely limp, like it is. And Mother Yasoda, like any mother, was like, what happened to my son, actually? And she started screaming and crying. And Nanda Maharaj came running, like, what happened? No, I don't know. Krishna just, stopped being active. He just limped like this now. He's not sure what is going on. So get a doctor quickly. So Nanda Maharaj rushed out of the house looking for a doctor, and then he saw one guy walking. And very times you could see people, they were dressed, by the dress you could tell what kind of profession they had. So this guy looked like a doctor. So Nanda Maharaj asked him, you're a doctor? Yeah, I'm a doctor. So please come. What's the problem? My son, just collapsed, you don't know. The doctor said, don't worry, I can bring the dead back from life. So no problem, actually, let's go. So they went, and in that conversation, while he was examining Krishna, he said, very serious concern business this. Extremely bad, actually. The only thing can cure him is Yamuna water. Okay, Yamuna water is down the road, we can go bring him. No, not just bringing water from the river, but you have to bring the water in a bucket that has hundreds of holes in it, actually, like that. Oh, okay. Now who's going to do that? So the doctor asked, how is this possible? The doctor said, no, for a chaste woman this is possible, actually. So Mother Yasoda said, then I'll go. The doctor said, no, if you go, you won't work. You're the mother, actually. It can't work like that. You have to get somebody else, actually. So like this, all the people in Vrindavan, all the different ladies in Vrindavan came and they were trying. But every time you take the water out of the bucket out of the water, what happens? Everything gets finished. So the doctor came back now, he's saying, no, there's no chaste woman in Vrindavan, what to do, So he said, okay, let me do some astrological calculation, work it out. He looked at some numbers, blah, blah, blah. He said, there are two people, actually. Oh, okay, who are they? Two people, Kotila and Jotila. I said, okay, very nice. Call them. So they went and they told them, why you need us to come? No, this is a story, The astrologer said that you're the chaste woman in Vrindavan, so we need you to come bring this water so Krishna can get cured. So they are really proud now, I'm like, have to adjust my sari, we like really big devotees. So they went. So Kotila is telling her mother, Jyotila, don't go, maybe I'll go. You old lady, mother, you stay at home. Relax, I'll go bring the water. So she went, very puffed up, put the bucket in the river, pulled the bucket out, and all the water fell out. Now the mother said, you're a nonsense child, you're a disgrace to my family, better you die, actually. So then the mother went, and the mother did the same thing, pulled the bucket out of the water, and all the water came out, actually. Now the doctor is perplexed like anything, actually. The family is perplexed, Mother Yasoda is beside herself, Nanda Maharaj doesn't know what to do. So again, the doctor is doing some astrological calculations, and then he eventually came, then he said, yeah, okay, one more person I can find, actually. One more person? Who's that? Radha. And then Jyotila and Kotila saying, what? Radha? Chaste? And they started laughing, I'm like, ridiculous, this is nonsense. Talking nonsense, this doctor, he doesn't know what he's talking about. So Mother Yasoda said, no, we have to get her. So she didn't want to come, Radharani didn't want to go. But Mother Yasoda went and told her, Radharani, please, this is for Krishna's benefit. If you don't go, then Krishna won't get better. And Radharani is saying, Yasodama, you know my situation. How will this work? Everybody laughing at me right now. They already think I'm so unchaste. How will this look, actually, like it is? Mother Yasoda said, anyway, for Krishna's sake, do it, actually. So Radharani went crying and trembling and, shivering and walking down to the river, put the bucket inside the river and pulled it out. And what happened? No water fell off, actually. And then she brought the water back. The doctor just took some water, chanted some mantras, sprinkled in Krishna, and Krishna woke up, actually. So who is the chaste woman in Vrindavan? Srimati Radharani, actually. So this is how Krishna is constantly trying to show Srimati Radharani's position, actually, that how she is the greatest personality, like that it is. But this we only discover through the mercy of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, actually. Only by the mercy of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. If we worship Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in this mood of Sankirtan, in this mood of devotional service, then only will we realize or we'll know who Srimati Radharani is, like that it is, actually. If we don't, we won't find out, actually. We can try many other aspects of Krishna consciousness. We can try many things in our life. We can think, we can sit and chant, the names of Hare Krishna, like it is every time, all the day. Because one name of Radha is like so powerful that even Krishna can't compete with it, actually. So Hare it comes from the word hara. Hara means to steal. What does she steal? She's stealing Krishna. She's taking away. Krishna takes all our sins away, steal our hearts, steal the butter, steal yogurt, steal so many things. But Srimati Radharani steals Krishna, actually, like that it is. She's the one person that can control Krishna. And we've heard this many times, Srila Prabhupada made this point, that if Krishna recommends you, or Radharani recommends you to Krishna, then Krishna has no choice but to take you, like that it is, actually. He has no choice, because he's coming on the recommendation of Srimati Radharani, actually. So therefore, as Gaudiya Vaishnavas, we are really, really fortunate only by the mercy of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, actually. Only by the mercy of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. If it wasn't for Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, we would not know any of these things. Because prior to Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's appearance, Radharani was not known. Nobody spoke about devotional service. Nobody spoke about conjugal love. Nobody even discussed worshipping Radha and Krishna together, like that it is. The holy names of Radha and Krishna are in Shastra. It's written there for millenniums, like that it is. But on the advent of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, this Hare Krishna Mahamantra became very prominent, very potent, like that it is. Because Hare means Srimati Radharani, right? And Krishna is Krishna. So we're chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Isn't it? And then chanting Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So it's Krishna engaged. Prabhupada gave a very simple example. Krishna is asking, oh please Krishna engage me in the service, like that it is. Whose service actually? Krishna's service or Srimati Radharani's service? Because to get to Krishna's service directly is very difficult actually. Therefore Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared. He appeared simply because he knew, Krishna knew that I gave all these pastimes in Vrindavan, but who is going to understand this actually? How will they understand it actually? In this age of Kali, people are so quarrelsome, so short-lived. How will they understand this thing? So then he came himself in the mood of Srimati Radharani to teach how to love Krishna. Because who else will teach you this actually? No one can teach you this. The whole process that Srila Prabhupada is given is what Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave, is how to love Krishna. That's all you need to do actually. And the best person who loves Krishna, or the person that loves Krishna the most, is Srimati Radharani. To give one simple example actually, how Srimati Radharani controls Krishna. You remember, for those of you that know, in the Rasa dance, Krishna was dancing with these 16,000 gopis, right? Anybody remember that? You're still awake? All of you that slept away, put your hand up. Only one of you, okay. So, in the Rasa dance, he was dancing with the 16,000 gopis like that. So one Krishna was between each gopi like that. But each gopi thought that Krishna was dancing with every one of them like that, individually like that it is. Right? So they were very proud. Krishna is dancing with us actually. But in the center of the Rasa dance, there was one gopi dancing with Krishna actually like that it is. Who was that personality? Srimati Radharani. But all the gopis were thinking, they become a little proud. They was thinking, I'm very special. Krishna is dancing with me actually. Even Srimati Radharani was thinking like that actually, So at one point in time, Krishna disappeared. He left all of them and he disappeared like that it is actually, So once he took Radharani away with him, and then they was making this point, the gopis was making this point, that this devotee that Krishna has taken must be very fortunate actually. Because Krishna has taken her with him like that it is actually. But anyway, so the past time when Krishna disappeared, he left them, so the gopis are now looking for Krishna. So what did Krishna do? He assumed a four-armed Narayan form, and he's standing in the forest actually. So when the gopis came, okay, Dandavats to Narayan. Have you seen Krishna? No. So they left him and they went away. Now imagine that, they're looking for Krishna. Krishna is standing in there in his four-armed Narayan form. Now he's exhibited this form. And then the gopis come, and he doesn't worry about them, because they can't make him out. And they ask him a question, and he said he didn't see Krishna, and they go away like that it is. But then Srimati Radharani comes actually. And what happens? Krishna can't maintain the other two arms actually. He can't maintain his Narayan form actually. Just seeing Srimati Radharani, he gives up actually. He just loses control completely, and he assumes his Shamasundar form again. Like that it is. So this is the potency, the love, the love that Srimati Radharani has for Krishna overpowers every single aspect of his being actually, like that it is. Nothing that Krishna can do to compare to what Srimati Radharani feels for him. And therefore he came as Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, trying to understand what is it that she sees in me, how is it that she sees this in me, you know, what taste is she getting from serving me, you know, get it? Because sometimes, you know, like, I mean, this is a not so nice thing to say, but anyway, in a society of devotees, you will find that sometimes to serve, sometimes people think it's beyond them, like it is actually, you know. It's too menial for me to serve other people, like that it is. But the entire mood of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was to render service, actually. This is one way to purify and cleanse the heart, like that it is. Yes, chanting is there, but rendering devotional service from a million platform will lead us to this path of pure devotional service, like say, where we will understand who Radha and Krishna is, actually. So I want to finish with one verse that I think I said before, but this is something that my Guru Maharaj normally spoke about, and is very insightful in many ways. See if I can find it while I'm waiting for this thing to come up. Yeah. So like I'm saying, we are very fortunate that we have this opportunity to serve Srimati Radharani, because in previous ages, nobody would serve, actually, like that. There are many pastimes in this book, you know, there's so many I could possibly read, but I don't want to take up all your time, and I don't want to hold you up from your afternoon. I'm trying to find this thing quickly. I can't find this thing actually. Anyway, it says Yatha Yatha Gaur Parada Vrinda Vrinda Bhaktin Punya Sunyarasi Tato Tato Urpati Sada Hridaya Radha Padam Bhujo Sudam Rasi. So in English it means that if we just follow in the footsteps of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, then one day we will find ourselves at the lotus feet, or serving the lotus feet of Srimati Radharani, like that it is actually. But you can only do that by following the footsteps of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. It says, Yatha Yatha Gaura Parada Vrinda. Following the footsteps of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, you will find this, through the mode of devotional service, you will come to this point of understanding Srimati Radharani's mercy or love, like that it is actually. So this is what we are trying to achieve in our Krishna consciousness. This is something that we think will be able to help us in our life. And if we try hard enough, then we will be able to find that goal. But again, it comes back simply to doing what we have to do via Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. That's it actually, nothing else. If we don't serve Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, then we will not be able to discover this love that is sitting there in everybody's heart, or find the lotus feet of Krishna, like it is. Srila Prabhupada made this point that sometimes we think that we can approach Radha and Krishna directly, right? Many people have this concept that we can go directly to Radha and Krishna, and that's it, we'll get there. We'll develop Radha Bhav, or we'll get Mahabhav, or whatever the case may be, like that it is. But that's not true, actually. To get the mercy of Srimati Radharani, one has to worship Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And worship Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in the mood of worshipping Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in the mood of Sankirtan, in the mood of devotional service, in devotional practice. And this basically means, when we say Sankirtan, yes, Sankirtan means going out on the street and chanting the holy names of Krishna. Sankirtan means book distribution. Sankirtan means deity worship. Sankirtan means prasadam distribution, and everything connected with Krishna consciousness, actually. Everything that is connected. And why? Who is Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? Who's Lord Chaitanya? Radha Krishna Nayanya. Who's that? Lord Chaitanya, isn't it? Radha and Krishna became one. And that is why Lord Chaitanya exists, actually. So if you look at Lord Chaitanya, he's in a golden form. What color is Srimati Radharani? Golden form. So the mood that she has is one made of bhav, or love, like that it is actually, completely. So this is the mood of Srimati Radharani and Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. But we can't just go knock on Radharani's door and say, okay, I want to come serve you, actually. It's not possible, actually. Because Radharani has millions and millions of gopis actually, like it is. To get into it will be very difficult. Lord Shiva and Lord Brahma can't get access to Srimati Radharani. They'll not be able to get access. It's impossible actually, like it is. Yeah. So for us to get access to that birth, we have to go through Lord Chaitanya. Why? Because the mood of Lord Chaitanya is compassion. The mood of Lord Chaitanya is love. The mood of Lord Chaitanya is mercy. And if we practice in that vein, through compassion, through mercy, through love, and develop that mood, then one day you will find that you'll wake up in Sri Vrindavan Dham from Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's of Mayapur Dham, like that actually. Because Mayapur and Vrindavan are the same, but Mayapur is more compassionate, simply because like walking in Mayapur is considered doing parikram. Sleeping in Mayapur is considered offering obeisances. So nice actually, lady. You don't have to do any work actually, So even if you don't wake up for Mangalarati, it's like you're taking obeisances is fine actually, You're offering dandavats to Krishna, to Lord Chaitanya. But Lord Chaitanya is that merciful that he's willing to forgive and to forget and to get rid of offenses like it is. Remember, he came, as the Panchatattva, different personalities in the worst time in Indian history, if you want to call it, where the Muslims were ruling the country. And still Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came in saying that you're not the body, you're the soul, you have to render devotional service to Krishna, you have to do Sankirtan, you go out and Harinam, you chant the names of God, you render devotional service. In the middle of this Muslim rule, actually, like that it is. Nobody has done that before. It caused a revolution in India, but it caused a revolution not in a violent way, but it caused a revolution in the heart. Because even the Chand Qazis, heart was affected. So much so that there's a decree that, his descendants would never disturb the chanting of the holy name, actually, like that it is. So this is what Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did. Nityananda Prabhu's mercy there's no limit to it, actually. We spoke about Jaga and Madai, like it is. I mean, who would do this, actually? In Krishna's pastime, this would not happen. If somebody behaved like Jaga and Madai, then Krishna will kill them, actually, like that it is. But Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, no. Forgive them, correct them, help them. And this is the mode that Srila Prabhupada gave also, actually. So Srila Prabhupada, throughout his preaching, pastimes on this earth planet, he did the same thing. He would help everybody. He would reach out. Disciples that were having difficulties, he would reach out to them like that it is. I remember there was one very nice pastime just to illustrate Prabhupada's complete, well, there's two actually, maybe I could say, his complete compassion for people like that it is. Once there was a report of one of his disciples not following one of the regulator principles actually like that. And Prabhupada told him that, tell him that I'm giving him an instruction. If he doesn't follow, then I'll disown him as a disciple actually. And like they was thinking like, wow, Prabhupada going to do this? So then when they asked Srila Prabhupada actually, would you disown him? And Prabhupada's reply was, Nityananda's mercy knows no bounds actually like that it is. This is the mood of Srila Prabhupada. Even although the disciple was breaking the regulator principles, Prabhupada would not disown him actually like that it is. And then there was another incident where one of Prabhupada's disciples, a sannyas disciple, he left actually. He got married and he had, I think there was one child at that time actually. When he came back to see Srila Prabhupada didn't ask him why you went away, why you got married, why you gave up your sannyas ashram, nothing. Prabhupada asked him, how's your family? This is Srila Prabhupada's mercy actually. Following in the mode of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, where all he's distributing is love and compassion actually. Yeah, it is. And this is what Srimati Radharani's mood is made up of, love actually. That's why she's called Mahabhav actually. Like that it is. So on this day, we're very fortunate to have, the darshan, the mercy, the opportunity to hear about Srimati Radharani, to chant Srimati Radharani's names, and also to get the mercy from her directly like that it is actually. So thank you very much. I hope I didn't bore you too much. And we have the opportunity, while the altar is open, to pray to Srimati Radharani to give us or to fulfill whatever desires we have. But one thing I have to tell you is, please don't ask for material things. Better ask for spiritual things. I'll tell you a quick story if you spare me the time. There was this hunter. He was chopping wood in the forest actually. And near him there was a Kalpavriksha tree. You know what's a Kalpavriksha tree? A kalpavriksha tree is a wish-fulfilling tree. So anything you wish for will get fulfilled immediately like that. It is actually. We don't have any yet, so it's a good thing actually. So this hunter was cutting the wood and he was thinking, it's taking so long actually, you know. If only I had a sharper axe actually like that. And immediately he got a sharper axe actually. Right? So he began to chop the trees faster. And then he was thinking, wow, this is really hot. Maybe I should, you know, it'd be nice to have something cold to drink actually. And immediately he got something to drink like that it is. And then he was seeing all these things happening and he's thinking, wow, maybe if I just wish that trees will all get cut, they'll get cut. And then he said, wishing like that and all the trees got cut. And then he was like, you know, you have to cut the tree, then you have to cut it into different sections to bundle it like that. He said, I wish all these things would happen, and all of them happened like that it is. So while he's wishing for all these things to happen, it got dark actually like that it is. So now he couldn't go home actually. You know? So he became a little afraid. And he's thinking, what happens if a tiger comes for me? And guess what happens? So be careful what you wish for actually. Shrimati Radharani ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, Nitai Gopramanande. So we have little kirtan while the Matajis, I think they almost ready with the cake packing scenario. Almost. 5 minutes. Any questions, any comments before we stop? Anything? No? We can chant Hare Krishna. You can put my song up, I can chant it, we can chant that one up. It's a nice song actually. It's a very nice song. Not this one, the other one. I was doing this at home and my daughter was complaining actually. She's saying nobody will be able to follow what I'm saying. Got it up? No. Anyway, it doesn't seem like it want to happen today, yeah? Ram Gopal Prabhu, winning. Ram can't find it, I can't find it either. Anyway. Kumkuma ko kanchana ja garbo hari godava pitanan chitapta pando itinindi shodava. You can follow? Too hard. Okay, we'll just chant Hare Krishna, maybe easier for you. Okay, let's just sing Jaya Radhe Radhe again actually. Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava Dhaite 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 Gokula Tharuni Mandala Mahite Gokula Tharuni Mandala Mahite Gokula Tharuni te wade jayo jayo madhav jai te wade jayo jayo madhav jai Radhe jayo jayo madhav jai te wade jayo jayo madhav jai Damodara Radhe Vadana Veshe Hari Niskuta Vinda Vipinesha Damodara Radhe Vadana Veshe Hari Niskuta Vinda Vipinesha Damodara Radhe Vadana Veshe Hari Niskuta Vinda Vipinesha Ram Gopal Hari Niskuta Vinda Vipinesha Vade Jayo Jayo Madhav Jai Te Vade Jayo Jayo Madhav Jai O Radhe Jayo Jayo Madhav Jai Vishwabhanudhari Navashaki Lekhe Lalita Saki Guna Ramita Vishake 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 Radhe Jayo Jayo Madhav Jai Te Radhe Jayo Jayo Madhav Radhe Jayo Jayo Madhav Jai Te Radhe Jayo Jayo Madhav Karunam Karumai Karuna Barithe Sanaka Sanatanavani Charite Karuna Karumai Karuna Barithe Sanaka Sanatanavani Charite Karuna Karumai Karuna Barithe Sanaka Sanatanavani Charite Karunam Karumai Karuna Barithe Sanaka Sanatanavani Charite Vade Jayo Jayo Madhav Jai Ho Radhe Jayo Jayo Madhav Jai Ho Radhe Jayo Jayo Madhav Jai Ho Radhe Jayo Jayo Madhav Jayo Radhe Sham Radhe Sham Radhe Sham Jayo Radhe Sham Jai Radhe Sham Radhe Sham Radhe Sham Jayo Radhe Jayo Radhe Sham Jayo Radhe Sham Radhe Sham Jayo Radhe Jayo Radhe Sham Jayo Radhe Sham Jayo Radhe Sham Jayo Radhe Sham Jayo Radhe Jayo Radhe Jayo Radhe Jayo Shri Radhe Jayo Radhe Jayo Radhe Jayo Radhe Jayo Shri Radhe Jayo Radhe Jayo Radhe Jayo Radhe Jayo Shri Radhe Radhe Jayo Radhe Jayo Radhe Jayo Shri Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Prabhupada Prabhupada, Jai Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya. Shri Radha Astami Mahamotsava ki, Shri Jagannath Baladev Subhadra Maharani ki, Jai Shri Nitai Gaura Sundar ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, Nitai Gopramanande, Hari Hari Bo. So just a few announcements before we run away. So Sunday we're going to have our last chapter of Bhagavad Gita. So after a long time we're doing the 18th chapter of Bhagavad Gita this week Sunday. Then on Tuesday next week it's the Vyasa Puja celebrations for His Holiness Bhakti Charu Swami Maharaj. So you're all invited. It's in the morning from 9 to 2 o'clock. So please try and attend if you can. Okay. Yeah, those are the only two things that I know about. There's nothing else that's happening. So thank you. You can take your last darshan before the pujaris close the altar until tomorrow. Hare Krishna. Huh? Oh, sorry. So now we have a new concept. Narad Rishi Prabhu, give us 1 minute. So we have a new meal concept that we've launched. Sanjeev Prabhu, one of our devotees, has been working extremely hard to make this a reality. But we have not frozen, but it's a heat and eat meals where it's prepared, you can take it home, stick it in the microwave or the oven, and you have a meal within 10 minutes like it is, instead of having to cook the whole thing for 2 hours. So the devotees at the back, you can please see him if you're interested, and enjoy the meals. Hare Krishna.